Greetings, everyone. Hope all of you are having an absolutely fantastic day. We are back again with Vampire the Masquerade Swansong. I just wanted to give you a few of my thoughts off the top of my head regarding its upcoming launch. Some of it will be about why I'm really excited for this launch and I'm looking forward to playing the game, and others just some weaknesses I see in the approach before the game actually launches. So first and foremost, I don't have a review code for this game, which means I will not be releasing content for this game on Thursday. And honestly, I'm not sure when I'll be releasing content. It all depends on how long the game is and how long it takes for me to feel comfortable enough that I can make videos about the game without spreading misinformation. So more than likely, that means I'll be releasing content the following week, maybe not even until the weekend. And I find that very odd because it makes me wonder how many content creators actually have review codes and how many will be able to create content on launch day, which I would assume is something Big Bad Wolf really wants content creators to do to make the launch of this game as large as possible. But I don't know. It's interesting. We'll see. It could be that I'm just a small fry. Like, it's not like I got a huge community where I can just demand attention. So maybe I'm just odd man out. But I just found it weird that they wouldn't want more people creating content for this game. I am very, very excited for it. I feel like it's going to allow us to do things like investigation and diplomacy and all that in a supernatural world with vampires, and maybe werewolves will show up, things of that nature. So I just love the Vampire the Masquerade world in general. So I'm really, really excited to be able to play around with it. And honestly, I like that it's different from Bloodlines. I feel like, again, Vampire the Masquerade is a huge world. All the games about it do not have to be the same. So, of course, I'm as disappointed as anybody else that we don't already have Bloodlines 2. The development time for it has been so terrible that we don't even know which developer is working on it. It's all just seems very, very messed up, for lack of a better phrase. And who knows when we're going to get Bloodlines 2, much less if it'll match up to the quality of the first entry. But none of that has anything to do with Swansong. And I don't think it's the responsibility of this game to make up for the fact that we don't have Bloodlines 2. That being said, they had to be aware that if you're going to make a game about Vampire the Masquerade, a lot of your fans would be people who really loved and enjoyed Bloodlines 2. And considering that, I feel like there were some missteps made in the marketing of this game. Because when I think of Bloodlines, one of the major draws, and honestly, a comment that seems to come up a lot in my videos about Swansong, is that people love being able to choose their own clan in Bloodlines. And you had a wide selection of clans to choose from, and what clan you chose to some degree affected your playthrough. So if you're going to make a game set in this world that doesn't allow people to select their own clan, I feel like then if you want to cover yourself, you need to ensure that it's crystal clear to people why the specific characters they're forced to play are cool, engaging, and it was really worth not providing the option to choose your own clan so that you would have the opportunity to experience their stories. I feel like they've clearly done a good job of that with Caleb, but unfortunately, it seems like 90% of the marketing was about Caleb. Whereas I feel like we know very little about MM and Leisha. I think that was a mistake. I think they really should have geared the marketing around giving all three characters equal time in the limelight to help people understand you're going to have a great time with this game, even though you're not manually picking the clan or the character you're going to play as. I feel a little better about MM because at least they revealed just last week, I think, or maybe the week before, that MM is basically the diplomat. So she serves as the person going around to the different leaders of clans and representing the interest of the prince, which is really, really cool because that means, when we were talking with the leader of the Nosferatu or the Anarchs or the Bruja or whatever, a lot of times that's probably going to happen in her missions. And again, the variety of the clans is one of the biggest draws of Vampire the Masquerade. I'm not clear at all what Laisha's purpose is or what kind of missions she's supposed to have. Like, I understand she's Malkavian, she has a kid, but I don't understand why she's important in the scope of trying to settle the issues that are going on in Boston. And again, I just feel like that's kind of a mistake at the end of the day. You should have put equal effort into making sure that all three characters would be engaging for the audience and there'd be an understanding of why these are the people that you want to play as. And also, I think it was a mistake to essentially have all the missions, like they had these walkthrough videos about a specific mission. All of them were about an early mission that Caleb was in. Like, we haven't got a similar walkthrough at all where MM is the focus or Laisha is the focus. I don't understand the decisioning of that, and I think it was wrong. But regardless, I think they have released enough to make it clear that this is going to be a very, very different experience. It's totally different from Bloodlines. It's something that is Big Bad Wolf Studios' own creation. And just that alone, I'm excited to experience this world. It's not like we get a ton of AA Vampire the Masquerade games. Like, most of them that have come out, it's either Bloodlines or it's storybooks with no voice acting, no real control. You're just walking through a story on rails. So I'm appreciative of this. I appreciate seeing more games about Vampire the Masquerade in general. And I just hope that it's good. So we're definitely going to find out in a couple of days. Let me know your comments down below. Are you excited for this? Do you plan to pick it up? Is there something that you want to hear or some content you would specifically like to see to help you make a decision about whether or not you would buy this? Definitely looking forward to having more conversations about it in the future. Hope all of you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a like, share this content, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.